better run when you hear that. I said run when you hear that. You better run when you hear that. I said run when you hear that. You better run when you hear that. I said run when you 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 hear that.
Hey, good evening everybody. Bruce Foster here, Jetski Republic, chewing fat. That was the wild water hogs out at the weekend. Surf was looking pretty good, so it looked like they're having a great time out there. Hope everybody's had a good week, and I've been not too bad, managed to get out, and I hope everyone else has managed to get out as well. This weekend could be a little bit different. Hurricane or cyclones Kareli, I can never pronounce some of these words. Kareli is bearing down, and it's meant to be a bit of rain, but we'll wait and see. But if you get the chance, get out, especially Australia Day with us this Friday. So what we have tonight, we'll have our usual roundup of all some of the race stuff that's happening soon and this coming weekend as well, and also we'll talk about Steve and his little furball. And let's just get over to that right now, and let's get him on. Hopefully he's ready to roll, and he's waiting for us. So fingers crossed this all goes good. I'm not getting up on skate. There we go. So hopefully he's in the waiting room. I haven't heard from him today, so I'm really hoping that he's sitting here waiting for us. Oh, there we go. Hopefully he's in. Hey, there we go. Steve, have you got some audio?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh,
Hi,
brilliant.
Bruce.
I can hear you as well. That's all I need. That's all I need. It doesn't matter about me.
Oh, awesome. Oh, thanks for having us on.
Nah, no problem. For everybody, for anyone that's tuning in and wondering why we got Steve on, Steve, you've popped up on the socials, in the past, I don't know, 12 months or so, but I've noticed you more in the last 6 months, primarily because of your little furball that you have with you, Scuba.
Yeah. Can you see him?
No, I can't actually. Where are we? Hang on a second. Let me see if I can widen the screen out a little bit. Ah, there you go. There we go. Wow. You got to bribe him to keep him there, though.
Yeah. You got it.
That's why he's there. He's a smart cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've been popping up lately on the socials. You've been doing some pretty good rides.
Yeah.
Mainly on Instagram, I might add.
Yeah.
So, how's that going for you? How are those rides going for you?
Yeah, really good. Hey, so like, I mostly get out there, just me and Scuba. Like, we don't really, like, we've done a few group rides and stuff like that, and met a few people like Jetski, Jake, and yeah, we're looking forward to like, going for rides with Michael Birrell. That was on last week. He looks like a good guy. I haven't actually got the chance to catch up with him yet, but we've just been loving like watching everyone else on their Instagram.
Yeah, well, he's Mr. Moreton Bay. He knows.
Yeah, he sure is.
He knows that place like the back of his hand. So
yeah, he sure is. Yeah,
I'm still trying to figure out how I can encompass him into because the question that comes up all the time is about when's the best time to go weather-wise, and that's what I'm trying to figure out with Michael in regards to that. So hopefully we can get that resolved at some point. So yeah, so is it just yourself that goes out, or do you, like I see you've got, is that your girlfriend that you go out with now as well, or your fiance?
Yeah, that's right. I've got a jet ski girlfriend now. I'm a lucky man.
Now hang on a minute, for some reason you're not coming up on the... Sorry, I'm just sidetracked there. You're coming up late on the actual live stream, so I don't know why it's coming up late, but it's nothing that I've done wrong, so I don't know what the delay is in it. So it's just coming up now. But
I can see my live video.
It's
and
a bit
I
behind.
Can see the one that you've got. It's a bit delayed.
It's a bit behind. Yeah, I know. Yeah. So yeah, it's
Can you see me and Scuba okay?
It's coming up. Yeah, I can see you fine in what I've got in front of me, but the delay on the actual, from the distribution of it is a little bit behind. Well, it's not a little bit behind. It's probably about 20, 30 seconds behind. So it is what it is. It'll still go out live, as live.
Okay.
Yeah, so what got you into jet skiing? It's a question I always ask them, I guess.
I guess I was lucky enough to like grow up and my dad had boats, so I grew up going out on Moreton Bay.
Yep.
And like in like the 80s when the first Yamaha Wave Runner came out, there was a Yamaha Wave Runner and a Yamaha Wave Jammer. And my dad bought the Wave Runner and we were just, holy moly, this thing's amazing, and we'd go out in the boat and we'd go over to Moreton Island and Peel Island and all the islands, Stratty, and we'd take the jet ski out there and we towed the tube and we'd kneeboard.
So have you kind of always just contained yourself to around the Moreton Bay, kind of the Gold Coast Broadwater sort of way? Have you spread your wings a little bit further?
No, that's pretty much it, really, because like I live in Brisbane, so we're getting around, the bay, and we're going down the Gold Coast. We've been as far as like Caloundra up through the Pumicestown Passage, doing the Bribey Run.
How do you find the Pumicestown Passage?
Yeah, it's good. I've done it once on a big group ride. We've seen plenty of people run aground on the sandbanks. Yeah, so you really got to watch stick to the markers.
Yeah, the only time. Well, that's the thing. Like, I did the Pumicestown Passage with Michael. All right, so it was a fancy dress ride. The theme was cartoon characters, superheroes, that kind of thing. So we all dressed up. It was pretty funny. But anyway, I remember Michael saying, no matter, even at high tide, he's seen people getting stuck because they've just got a little bit too close to the edge of the channels and where the markers are. So it's obviously encroaching into the channels a little bit. And he said he's still seen a couple of people getting caught out, just clipping the edge of it, just a little bit too tight for. But it does get quite narrow.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It's all changed up the top now, though.
I haven't seen it up there since like all the floods.
I saw an aerial picture of it where it's broken through. The bar is completely different. Up at Caloundra now. It's completely different. It doesn't resemble anything what it looked like before. So it's
Yeah,
changed
right.
pretty quickly in the last 12 months or so. So where do you take little Scuba? Where does he normally?
So
Where does he normally
we
go?
normally go and we normally launch at like Carbrook Bait and Tackle, and we go out the Logan River, and then we head down like through the Canipa Passage and then
Yeah.
to Jump and Pin. That's
Oh, that's
our
a
route.
fair
And,
ride. That's a fair ride for him.
yeah, and then we've gone from the Logan as far as Surface Paradise and back.
Ah, brilliant. That's brilliant. I got a wee picture there. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's not a picture. I tried to nick a picture. I tried to pinch a picture off your Facebook page because I didn't have time to get into Instagram, and I couldn't get into your Facebook page because obviously I haven't added you as a friend there. And this was the only picture that I had, which was the AI generated one. But I thought, hey, it's a fair representation. So
Yeah, he done a really good job.
oh, it looks great, doesn't it? Anybody wondering where these came from, by the way, hook up with Marty James and put a request into him. I'm not sure if he's doing them for free or whether he's charging people for it. I'm not entirely sure. I know that he's handed out a few to various people, and I think they're fantastic. Like, he's got one of me as well. He's got a couple of me, and I just think they're funny, hilarious.
Yeah,
So,
yours looks great. Yeah.
oh, God. so now you were out with the weekend there. There was what, 3-4 of you in the ride?
Yeah,
the weekend?
we went on the weekend. We had an absolute cracker of a day. Everyone was out on Moreton Bay. Michael, even I seen on his page, he done a big group ride for Shoreline Yamaha.
Yep.
And we're pretty sure we seen him come and pass through down near Coringal.
Yeah, he doesn't really.
It was either him or another group, but there was a whole heap group.
Yeah,
and
well,
we just
he
stopped
doesn't
at the
always
southern
advertise.
end. Yeah.
He doesn't always advertise his rides. Yeah, I think he tries to keep the numbers down a little bit. He's been burned in the past with big groups just appearing, and he's not aware of it. But I think he just tries to keep them more manageable and smaller, which is fair enough. That's what we should all be striving for. Now, who did you have with you? Did you have was that your fiance, your girlfriend?
That's my girlfriend, and then I had a good friend and his wife.
Right. Okay.
So every now and then, like we take like a couple of people out. Scuba doesn't go any good without other jet ski riders. He barks at them.
Really?
He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't like it. We've got to get to that level. But yeah. So my girlfriend, she's got a border collie too, and we're just going to teach him to jet ski ride soon.
And then if he goes, then Scuba will go as well. Is that the plan?
Maybe so. Maybe Scuba needs a crew. Yeah.
So where do you what's your normal ramp?
My normal run.
Ramp. Where do you normally put in?
Oh, ramp. Oh, my normal ramp. All sorts. I like to go to Wynnum, so I go to Wynnum Creek, and I head from there straight across to Moreton.
Yep. Are
Or
you inland?
I'm going
do you live inland then? Are you where about in Brisbane do you live?
Yeah. I live in Rochdale.
Oh yeah.
So inland, yeah.
Yep.
So about 20 minutes from the bay, yeah.
In the ghetto.
It's not that bad.
Rochdale's nice. I'll hand that one to you. That's a nice area, that one. I used to live in Logan myself, so I'm now out in the Bayside. So, I know I used to drive through Rochdale when I was going the back road to my work rather than jumping on the gateway, on the highway.
Yeah.
I used to go up the back way because the highway was just carnage. So you prefer to use Wynnum ramp mostly?
Yeah, Wynnum Creek. We went to Wynnum Creek the other day. It's not the best ramp for there's no jetty or anything.
Yep.
You can just pull it up on the sort of the sandbank, or if it's high tide, you can sort of anchor it just off the ramp.
Yep.
But my main one I think is like Carbrook Bait and Tackle. Like we go down there.
I've never used that one, but then I've never fancied the idea of going in at the Logan River and then just kind of heading out that way. I've never fancied the idea of that.
Yeah. Well, that seems to be a good. Like we're straight out, and then we're at the Canipa Passage, which is always sheltered.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
For me at the moment, because of where I'm living, the convenient ones for me is Cleveland Ramp, the VMR, Vicky Point, and Redland Bay. I've not used Redland Bay that much. I've used Vicky Point a couple of times. Cleveland I've used a couple of times. But because I go out with Daz Keel a lot, he lives down Jacob's Well. So we generally I just generally go down there and put in there. So rather than up here and then ride down, I say, to me, I'm using extra fuel no matter which way I look at it. So I might as
Yeah.
well just driving down there, and then we just do a lap of South Straddy and in for a bite to eat at Tipler's or whatever. So
Yeah, fantastic.
now Scuba stops at Tipler's for a bite to eat. What's his favourite snack?
He's not allowed at Tipler's, so we never stop in there.
Oh, petition for
We
Scuba.
Yeah, they don't allow dogs there. So we stop into Century Cove and we go to the pizza shop.
What's his favourite slice?
Supreme.
Ah, see, that dog's got more brains than any of us.
Yeah, we go to George's Paragon Pizza.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah.
Is it a whole slice or is it a full pizza? Let's get to
No, just a little bit. But they always all the girls always bring him out a water bowl.
That's brilliant. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Love it. So what's your plans for this weekend, mate?
Mate, I think we're gonna probably go for a ride on Friday since we got the day off, and yeah, we'll just see how the weather goes.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't mind a bit of rain, but as long as it's not too windy and choppy.
Yeah, well, that's the key. Like, I think most people will probably likely get out if it's raining.
Yeah.
For anyone that's tuning in from overseas or from outside of Australia, this coming Friday is what we call Australia Day. It's a public holiday here. Generally and traditionally, the waterways are usually heaving with boats and skis and all kinds of craft. And it does, like, I don't know about you, Steve, but it usually ends up being a bit of carnage in certain places.
Yeah.
The beach of Peel Island.
Wavebreak Island.
Yeah, it's chock-a-block. Yeah, so it's going to be interesting. I'm still in two minds. I'm kind of thinking, well, I'll go out Friday. I'm going out Sunday. I'm planning on going out Sunday, so hopefully the weather holds up for that.
Yeah.
But again, like you said, if it's a bit of rain, I'll still go out. It's the wind that might be a factor, especially with this bloody cyclone thing brewing just now.
Oh, for sure.
But hopefully it won't be too bad. So even if we just get a run around the Broadwater somewhere. And like you say, the Carabin Passage is pretty sheltered, so yeah, I'll probably give it a go. But if Friday looks like it's going to be pretty decent, then I might head out. Where are you putting in?
What's that?
Where are you putting in?
Probably go to the Logan River, I guess, and like head up there and then go to. I love going to the jumping pin. The jumping pin's awesome. That's the best place for scuba. We get off there, we have a run around.
Yep. I had visions. Sorry, I had visions of you and Scuba jumping the waves as if through the bar. That's what I was thinking. Like air scuba and the jumping pin.
Yeah, well, we have jumped the waves at down near the pumping jetty before. There's plenty of videos of it with the drone following us. On the Instagram page.
Guys, if you're needing to, like, if anybody's watching this and you want to see some of the stuff that Steve and Scuba get up to, go to his Instagram page. It's Scuba_Steve. Is that right?
Scuba_Steve. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just change that. So it's Scuba first. Let's change the names around so people can see it.
Scuba_.
Yep. 2 seconds. And
No, Scuba_.
Yep.
And
A-N-D.
A-N-D.
Yeah. _.
Steve.
Hold on. Let's get this right. There we go. Right. That should be it.
Yeah, that's it. Awesome.
There you go. So there you go, ladies and gents. That's the
we've got a
Instagram
Jetski
tag.
dog here.
Look him up. What's the other dog's name? Your girlfriend's?
Banjo. Do you want me to bring him in?
Scuba and Banjo. Sounds like a band.
Yeah, Banjo.
Yeah, it sounds like a band name.
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting the band together.
We're getting the band together. Yeah, come on, Scuba. Come on,
Yeah.
Banjo. Let's go.
Yeah.
Where is he then? Bring him in. Go on.
I'll bring him in.
Bribe him and bring him in.
Banjo.
Let's see the pair of them.
Come here. Up.
Oh, that's a beauty. How old are they both?
So Scuba's 2 and this one's 1.
Wow. It's beautiful. I'm a softie for dogs. I've got to admit it. Absolute softie when it comes to the dogs. I've got two
Yeah.
myself, but I could never get them on the jet ski because they won't sit still long enough. But these two have been amazing. Well, Scuba's been amazing. I know you've been feeding them, but
Yeah. Yeah.
wow, great patience with them.
Yeah.
I'll need to meet you, mate. I'll need to meet you. I've got to meet these dogs.
Oh, let's get together. I'd love to meet you.
Without a doubt, definitely. Like I say, I'm an absolute
for
sucker
sure.
for dogs, especially collies.
Would you want to know how I was inspired to get a jet ski dog?
Yeah, go on, fire away.
So, like, I was watching that famous YouTuber Brody Moss, Youngbloods,
Uh-huh.
and he's got like an Aussie Shepherd, and it was on a jet ski. So then I was like, oh my god, I've got to get myself a jet ski dog. Like, and then I got the closest thing to it, which is a border collie, and then we started out him as a pup. Like all the videos are on the Instagram page.
I
He
saw
started
that.
out, he was like this big, and just progressed from there.
Yep. Guys, if you're looking them up on if you're looking these guys up on Instagram, the picture is there where it's a before and after, isn't it? Where he was a pup, and he's on a ski, and then I think it was one you just took recently that you put up as well.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
So you
yeah.
had the before and the after, kind of.
That's
picture.
right. When he
Yeah.
was like, like 8 weeks.
I wish I
and
could.
then now
I
that
wish I
he's
could
2,
look it
yeah.
up. I wish I had the chance to look it up and save it and share it. But I'm going to get sidetracked with the tech of trying to upload it and get it all set up,
Nah, it's all good.
and I'll end up forgetting
Yeah.
about the conversation. So,
Nah, all good. We
fantastic.
just do it for a bit of fun, just a bit of fun.
I love to see it.
And,
I love to see it.
Yeah,
Like I'm like I
enjoying
say,
life.
you're not the first. You're certainly not the first person I've seen with a dog on their jet ski. But collies are just something else. I just love the
Yeah.
collies. I've seen people out with their small dogs, and funny enough, I think Daz Keel is trying to get his. Got Daz. I think you're online just now. What's your? Oh, it's a Springer Spaniel
Oh,
that he's trying to
Oh,
get
awesome.
sorted out. He's got the jacket for him, and
Yeah, that's
he's going
awesome.
to wait. And I think he's a young one as well, so he's trying to get the dog used to the jet ski. So there might be some adventures there as well. So
Yeah, cool.
who knows? There could be group rides with doggy ski riders.
yeah, I'll definitely give it a go. Yeah, we'll give anything a go. Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to let you go, mate. Is there anybody you want to shout out before you go?
Yeah, I'll give a bit of the crew a shout out. Jetski Jake, Gabby, Brezzo, Michael Birrell, Sarah, and Yamaha Pete.
Yep. I know the lot. I know them all. All right, mate.
I've never
Listen-
met him, but I feel like I know him.
Well,
Just
that's the
follow
thing,
them.
and this is what this is all about. It's always been
Yeah.
about people popping up on Facebook and social media, and I've always wanted to
Yeah.
try and get them on, kind of get to know them a little bit and put the faces to the names so we can actually see you properly. And it was an absolute pleasure. You haven't disappointed me, Scuba. You haven't disappointed me either.
Thanks, Bruce.
No problem,
You're a
mate. And I'll
legend,
see
man.
you out in
Thank
the
you.
water. Hopefully, I'll keep an eye out for you over the weekend.
Yeah, stay in touch. Thank you so much. All,
All the best, mate. I'll catch you later. See ya.
All right, talk soon.
All right, bye.
Thanks. Bye.
So there we go. Fantastic. I love a dog. I love the dogs. I'm going to be, like I've often talked about, like my two are older. My two dogs are older, and I've often wondered what will I do when they pass away, or and they're no longer with us. I don't like to think about that. Would I get another dog? I might take a break from it for a little bit, but I think inevitably I'm likely to go for it. Both myself and my wife, we both love the dogs, and we're just softies at heart. So thanks for that, Steve. I absolutely appreciate it, and thank you, Scuba. One of the best behaved dogs I've seen that could sit still for that length of time. I know he was bribing the dog a little bit, but hey, still a beautiful looking dog. So here we go. All right, now let's move on, and let's do the roundup, and we'll go through a few things here. So let me just get this set up. All right, so guys, for those of you that are on the racing scene, we've got the New South Wales competition happening this weekend, 28th of January, Australia Day weekend, and it's at Chipping Norton. If you're down that way, I believe the entries are still open till midnight tonight. After that, I don't believe you can enter, but I may be wrong. Check it out if you're a last minute entry. But I wouldn't leave it too late. Try and get them in now. Get them in now before midnight, and that's your entries in and done. All right. So while they're there, you also have the chance to have your ski checked if you are planning on racing in the nationals. All right. Now, what I mean by checked is sound levels. Now, one of the rules is your ski cannot be noisier than 100 decibels. All right. Now, they're going to have a decibel meter down there. If you're planning on racing, or even if you're not planning on racing and you need to get it checked to see if it meets the criteria for how loud it is, they've got the device there that will monitor it and meter it for you and tell you whether you're inside the 100 or outside the 100. Okay, so Chipping Norton this coming Sunday. Get down there, support, hold, help, do what you can. Get down there in numbers. It's an opening race of the round of the season for New South Wales, and it's a pre-warm up event for anybody who's in the nationals or planning on racing in the nationals. So get down there, and good luck to everybody involved. Okay, so that's New South Wales. Let's go quickly over the pond. A couple of weeks yet. Next, the following weekend, which is a long weekend that they have, is the 4th and 5th of February. Now, that is a Sunday and a Monday, I believe. But I believe it's a public holiday there as well, which is why it's on those dates. And it's in Hannah's Bay, Rotorua. If you're down that way, if you're in New Zealand and you're looking for something to do, pop on down. Watch, support, help out, hold, whatever you can do. Help make the event. It's their first event of the year. The event on the 14th had to get cancelled because of or postponed because of a lack of numbers. So hopefully the 4th and 5th of February goes off without a hitch. Okay, so good luck to everyone there, and get your entries in as quick as you can. Alright, so that's that one. The VGSBA, they've obviously hosting the opening round of the AGSB, which is the Nationals, and they've also got some beginners classes as well. So let me just find that for you. All the information is on the VGSBA page or on the AGSBA page. But if you want to race in the beginners races, go through. Is it definitely happening? Dave, thank you for that, Dave. So Hannah's Bay is definitely going ahead, according to Dave Venel, so that's good to hear. So get yourself down there and help out and support and just enjoy yourselves and have a good time. So all the information is on the VGSBA page for the Nationals and the beginners classes as well. So check it out. Let me just find the races that VGSBA will be supporting. It popped up the other day and I can't seem to find it now. There's a track layout for the Nationals. Okay, and all the details are there, including entry forms, booking for the camping, the Saturday night dinner. The club's going to be the boat club's going to be open, so there's the beginners information as well, is all there. So check it out. If you've got any questions, message the VGSBA page or the AGSBA page. Okay, so that's both the VGSBA. That's happening the 9th and 10th. Sorry, tell a lie. Track training is on the 9th and the racing itself is on the 10th and the 11th. Okay, so get yourself down there on Friday, get yourself used to the track, and then go from there. Okay, so that's that, and that's the national tour taken care of. Glen Maggie, by the way, the Glen Maggie Boat Club, which is about I think it's a couple of hours outside of Melbourne, I believe. So I've never been there myself. So now, social rides. South Australia Jetski Club, they have their Australia Day ride happening this coming Friday. At the moment, it looks like the weather's going to be all good. Trying to encourage people in the area to get down there. Contact Roger Bluer in the group. Send him a message if you're keen to join in the ride. I know that they've been doing some work with the AGSBA, so you may have to be insured through them for this ride, but touch base with them anyway. Well, let me just check and see what the go is. It's for South Australian Jet Ski Club and AGSBA members only. So you may be out of state, but you may be an AGSBA member. If that's the case, you can still join the race, join the ride. So look them up. There's still time if you want to join in that ride. Sorry, Dave, are you planning on going over? 3.5 hours out of Melbourne, apparently, to Glenmaggie. So, oh well. What's a couple of hours? Okay, so that's South Australia. Let's go community ride over in WA. This is through Friday's Sea-Doo and Can-Am. They're organising the ride at Port Kennedy. It is scheduled, it's not an Australia Day ride, it is the week after on Friday the 3rd of February. Saturday the 3rd of February. Touch base with them if you're over that way. Look them up and join in the ride. Just a social community ride. So that's another one that's happening. That's over in WA. Now, WA are also trying to get racing up and running there as well. So look up Mark Carroll and see, he's trying to get things off the ground over there. Perth Jet Ski Junkies. You'll find him in that group there. He's trying to get things. He's working with the AGSBA to try and get things running. There is plans to do the King of the River ride, which is the Murray River, on the 24th of March, I think, is a provisional date. I might be wrong with that one. Let me just give me that a quick check. So if you're thinking about doing that, taking part in that event, 24th of March it is. So the plan is to hold it on that weekend or that particular day. So there's a race event for the 24th of March over in WA to look out for. We'll keep our eyes on that one as well and obviously post up details for that as well. Next Saturday here in Queensland, Jet Ski Jake's got his workshop and ride. Ride is optional. The workshop will be at JSW's. There'll be a workshop from Maritime Safety Queensland or Maritime Queensland. There will also be a workshop from the VMR staff. And also the benefits of being in the VMR, the Volunteer Marine Rescue, and JSW will obviously be talking about their skis as well, so the Sea-Doo range as well. So there's an opportunity if you're checking out a ski, go in there and have a look. Oh, Daz, sorry, got it wrong. All right, my bad. Sorry. Cheers, Daz. Thanks for the correction there. Swan River. It's not the Murray River. The Murray River's actually Victoria, I think, isn't it? Or it runs through Victoria. I don't know how I got that one wrong. Yes, you're right. You're right, Daz. Swan River. I'm glad you're there to keep me right, Daz. Okay, so next Saturday is a workshop and ride for Jet Ski Jake, and let's go here now. What will we here? So, a couple of things that popped up here. There's a lot of skis going up. Now this is I've only put this group up here just now, but this applies to all the groups. Okay. In the past week, we've had a bunch of people. We've had some people posting comments and topics on various groups, not just this group, but various other groups. Not necessarily good posts. Okay, now what I mean by that is it's all good and well to have a bit of a grump and a groan about things that are happening with your ski, but what I would advise anybody to do is when they're posting is avoid posting the name of a business if it's going to be used in a derogatory sense. The reason being is, as much as your information may be accurate and applicable to yourself, it's not necessarily applicable to everyone else. But it leaves the floodgates open and the gates wide open for those particular businesses to basically sue the admins and moderators, or well, the admins of the group, the people who run the groups. So there's a liability issue there. Now, don't be surprised, and you can run, people can grump and groan all they want if their posts are being removed. They're being removed for a reason. It's not because we're trying to suppress the information from getting out there. It's not because there was a vested interest because of businesses and suppliers and all that kind of stuff. That's not the case. It's to avoid the litigation which may result because they've suddenly been given a bad name because of one incident. There may be two, there may be three, who knows. But because it's a personal issue that's happened to you as the person posting, again, it does not apply to everyone. Okay? And you have to remember they're watching the social pages, so as soon as they see things, that's when they come down and they're not very happy about it. Now, we're trying to be one big happy community here. Okay? We've got to be a happy community. We've got to be coexisting together. All right? So we've got to help each other. All right? And that includes the businesses and the community together. All right? We're all in this together. All right? So please bear that in mind when you post. Okay? Now, when I opened that page there, this did pop up, and I want to show you this one. An interesting looking ski. I'll move it up a little bit so people can see it. Yep, that's right. Kawasaki are about to announce, or they have announced, I'm not sure if it's official yet, but they're about to announce the 160LX S Angler. Yes, and as you can see, it is aimed primarily at fishermen, people that want to fish off the back of their skis. Now, there is a little video here. Now, I could run it, but you're not really, you're only getting it's actually from a presentation on YouTube. Christopher Stone posted it, and it's basically just confirming what we've already seen here. So, that's what it looks like. I have to admit, I'm actually riding. I've got a loan of a 160LX Ultra at the moment. So, and I'm not saying this because I'm riding the Kawasaki, and yeah, I'll be coming out at some point, probably later this year, Dave. I get that. That's why I don't believe it's been officially announced yet, because it's the first I've heard of it, and it's a nice looking ski. I actually like the colour concept of it. The seats, yeah, I agree with you, Daz. My only, if we could get the regular seat on it and take take that bloody Jetski off the back of it, I'd be quite happy with that as a ski itself, and these little side pods. So it looks like a regular ski. If we could get the LX I've got sitting here behind me, 160, if we could get that one to look like that one, without all the trims and stuff like that, I'd be quite happy with it. Now, I don't know what the price is like. Yeah, Dave, that's the thing. Let me see if I can get this video to work. So let me just see. I actually captured this video, so bear with me here. Hopefully this will work. So let me just run this little video. This is from the presentation.
With Superloop's Lightspeed plan, you get 1 gigabit per second speeds for only $99 a month, which is
industry simply known as Jetski. We've been at this for over 50 years now, and one thing has been consistent from the very start. When you're on a jet ski, you are having a good time. And now, there will be an all-new way to have high-performance fun on the water.
So there you go. It actually doesn't look that bad, to be honest. But I wish they would come out, like, if they're willing to put this kind of livery on that type of ski, then why can't they put it on a regular ski? But that would be my only criticism of it. Why not put it on a traditional ski, on a normal ski? And it doesn't have to be a funky one. Like, they still do that one. And to be honest, it does look nice. It does look pretty nice. And I don't, like, I'm not a fisherman, so it's not something I would go for myself. But it's almost the same as it is the same as the ski I've got behind me just now. And I have to say, when I went out with Daz last Thursday on it, I was actually pleasantly surprised at how nicely it moved and how well it handled. That reverse lever and neutral is an absolute godsend on the same right-hand handle bar with the accelerator. That is just cracking. Now, I don't know if any of you guys have ridden it before. There's a thumb underneath the handlebar. You can use your thumb. So if you tap it once, you'll go into neutral. You press it and hold it down, it will go into reverse. You don't even have to hit the accelerator trigger to reverse it. Okay, so if you hold it down, it will reverse. Now, you can also do the same thing if you use the front trigger and push it away from you with your finger. So if you push it away, it will do exactly the same thing. Okay, it is pretty sharp turn, really stable, I've got to say. So I'd be interested to find out how it compares to some of the other brands. But yeah, it's impressive looking ski. This one looks like it comes with a Garmin. So I'm not sure if that would be an optional version. But yeah, pleasantly surprised. They're now starting to catch up with everyone else, which is great to see. It's good for business, good for the market. It's good for choice for consumers. So yeah, it should be pretty good. Okay, so that's that one. Let me just see where we're at. That was Chris. He posted a video. And that's pretty much us this week. So yeah, okay. So the one thing to take from tonight is, guys, be mindful of what you're posting on the socials, okay, and how the community comes across and particular groups come across to businesses, because we're trying to grow together. All right. So the more we can help them, hopefully the more they'll help us and make things better for us. So that's it, the whole concept of it. So be mindful of what you post, because admins are not going to allow it to stay up there if it's putting down a business. Okay, bear that in mind. Okay, now, guys, this weekend, be mindful. The weather could be a bit gnarly. Friday, especially when everyone's out celebrating Australia Day. Daz, yep, thanks for the reminder there. Be careful out there over the whole weekend. Winds could be strong. Well, I'm not entirely sure what the winds are looking like for the weekend yet. There is rain forecast, but guys, be safe, look after each other, and respect each other, especially with the potential numbers that could be out on the water on Friday. Patience and tolerance is paramount. Until next week, I'm going to leave you with a video that I've put up before. This is one of the things that I'd like to shout out to everyone before I go. If you have a video of a ride adventure, a minute, 60 minutes, 90 minutes, or 2 minutes or so, I'm not really looking for ones that are kind of 3, 4, 5, and 10 minutes. They're just a bit too long. But if we could get something maybe maxed at maybe a 3-minute video, I'd happily share it. I'll happily put it out on a video on the show. So this is an old one that I took from when myself and Daz went out last year, July, believe it or not, of last year. I'm going to leave this with you, and until next week. That reminds me, sorry, before I go, next week's guest, believe it or not, and some of you ears will prick up when I tell you this one, Matthew Tyler, okay, is going to be on next week. He's been dodging me like a bullet. He's been dodging me like hell for God knows how long, until his girlfriend or his fiance got in touch with me and said, I think it's about time Matty comes on. And he's been resisting it and resisting it and resisting it, because I've asked him about 3 or 4 times and he said no. But she's convinced him to come on, and he's going to be on next week. So it's a chance. He's going to be wearing his AGSBA hat. He's going to be wearing his NSWPWC head as well. So it's a chance to ask some questions, but I want to get to know him a little bit more as well. A rider, what got him involved, his passions and his hobbies and stuff like that. How he chills out, the kind of general stuff. So yeah, we'll get a chance to catch up with Matty next week. So I'm going to promote that one as well. So tune in next week for that show. That should be a good one. Guys, be safe out there this weekend. Have a great Australia Day weekend or celebration, however you're celebrating it. Until next week, take care and all the best.